What's up, guys? Welcome to Awesemo.com. My name's Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Jock Market Week 2 NFL picks. Before we do that, just let me remind you, if you haven't heard, Jock Market is turning fantasy sports into a stock exchange. Forget waiting till the end of the game to make money. Jock Market allows you to buy and sell shares of players in real time with guaranteed payouts for all the shares at the end of the night. There's daily markets, NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA. You can make real money every hour, every minute, and every second of any match of any game with Jock Market. What you do, you use the pre-game IPO, you pick up some shares of your favorite player, then you buy, sell, or hold them based on your own analysis, and that's the best part. You're watching the game, you're doing the buying and selling, you're on your own. So what you do, you download the app to get started. You use our exclusive Awesemo promo code, Awesemo, for up to a $50 bonus on your first deposit. This is an exclusive offer only for Awesemo community, so make sure to take advantage of it today, guys. That's Awesemo for a $50 bonus there. Well, let's get to the Week 2 picks. The first player I want to talk about for NFL Week 2, it's going to be Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, we know Deebo had a monster Week 1, and this may feel like we're buying in on a one-week hype train, but look, 12 targets on 25 throws from Jimmy Garoppolo. This is very, very significant targeting and volume and usage from Deebo Samuel. I absolutely love the way the 49ers were deploying this guy. Short passes, long passes, screens around the goal line. He got some red zone touches as well. Could have had a bigger day. Also got stopped short for his second touchdown just around the goal line. Now, there's still some skepticism around Deebo in the fantasy community, but that's good because it should keep his IPO price down. This is a hashtag good player. Led the league in yards after the catch last year in the 8 games that he did play. And look, the matchup here, the Eagles secondary, they did have a solid Week 1, but they were bottom half of the league in terms of yards per attempt by opponent last year. I think it's a good matchup for Deebo here. I think it's a matchup you want to attack with him. Again, a bit of a thinner secondary there on the Eagles, not a ton of talent. And I feel like for the IPO price on Jock Market, still going to be undervalued. You may not even need another massive game here to really profit. You know, expectations a little bit lower. Just a solid game from Deebo here. If people are still undervaluing him, that could be good. We got a great fantasy environment here. Two fast-paced teams, a game total over 49 points on most sports books. I like this one. I really like targeting Deebo Samuel again. Second player I want to target this week on the Jock Market IPOs, Justin Herbert. Look, there's lots of great QBs and great matchups this week, but Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers, I feel like he's going to go a little bit overlooked just because we got guys like Tom Brady in good matchups. We've got Kyler Murray out there off a big week. I think Justin Herbert could be grabbed for a little bit cheaper. Herbert's IPO, should be able to get you a little bit cheaper value and better value going forward. He threw the ball 47 times in Week 1 against a tough pass defense in Washington football team. We absolutely love that. New head coach. Some people thought they might be a little conservative because he was defensive-minded. It really didn't happen that way. They came out and attacked with Herbert against the tough Washington defense. I love that. There's also some drops in Week 1 by the Chargers wide receivers. So he could have even had a bigger Week 1, and there could have been more hype on Herbert leading into Week 2. But the matchup, this is really all about the matchup for Week 2 with Justin Herbert. Dallas pass defense, it's a lot thinner than Washington's. They allowed 7.6 yards per attempt in Week 1. That's bottom half of the league. And they're a fast-paced team, Dallas. When you play the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get a lot of plays in. There should be lots of opportunities for Justin Herbert against a weaker secondary. I think this is one you want to buy in right at the IPO. You hold, because at the end of the game, we could be looking at huge totals for both QBs, and I think Herbert's the guy you want to buy on the cheap. For my last pick for Week 2 on Jock Market Streets, let's look at Chris Carson of the Seattle Seahawks. We need to get a piece of this game. We got a 54-point total here. We got Seattle coming in with an implied team total of 30.25. Why not target the RB1 here on this team? And Chris Carson is in a very good spot for volume. He was looking fresh in Week 1. He averaged 5.7 yards per carry against what was supposed to be a good D-line in the Indianapolis Colts. Played over 78% of the snaps. And look, his snap count, it's not going down because Rashad Penny is already banged up. So Chris Carson in a big monster volume spot for Week 2. And Seattle, obviously, a pretty good team. They've got Russell Wilson, so we know there's efficiency coming here. Should have a lot of red zone opportunities, in this game. Tennessee likes to play fast too. They're up there in terms of pace of play. They were top 5 in that department last year. So Lots of opportunities here coming for Chris Carson. Again, a player who we think of Chris Carson, we don't think of him with the Dalvin Cooks and the Christian McCaffrey, but that's good for Jock Market because it means his IPO probably isn't going to get out of control. I think there's a big week coming here just because of the volume. So make Chris Carson my third pick of the week for your Jock Market targets. Those are my 3 favorite plays for this Sunday, guys, on Jock Market for week 2 of the NFL. Make sure you smash that like, though, before you leave. You subscribe to the Awesemo YouTube channel if you haven't already. And most importantly, guys, have a great week 2. My name is Geoff Ulrich, and I'll talk to you again soon.